Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 7 of the 10-day paperclip challenge. So today we're going to make some colorful flowers out of paper clips. What you're going to need for this project are your tools. For your cutters, either use memory wire cutters or some older cutters that you don't mind if they get a little damaged because the paper clips are very hard. I'm using colored paper clips, and if you want to make earrings, you'll need some hooks. So as always, you're going to open the paper clips first, and for the colored paper clips, I like to open them up by hand because I don't want to scratch off the plastic with the tools. So just go lightly when you do use your tools and try to use them as little as possible. So we're just going to open this one up, and then we're going to get our round pliers, and we want to start with like a little loop in the end, just a little loop there, and then we're going to go ahead and form our petals. So just bring this in here. I'm going to make it pretty small, and then out, and we want to do about 5 petals. So the size of your petals is going to depend on how big your paper clip is. You can use larger size paper clips, but for most of the projects in the challenge, I'm just using the regular size ones that are about 1 1/4 inch. So we're just going to go in like that. We're just going to do 5 petals, and then we want to make another loop like we did that one. So we're going to bring this one in and do another little loop. Just bring it right around. So I was pretty lucky with the size. I don't have much left here. And then we're going to cut it flush. So just get your cutters, cut it in there flush, bend it a bit to get it out, and then just poke those in a bit so they're flush. So you have what looks like this, and then we want to just pull these edges in a little bit so that they're all going to like form a closed kind of flower like this. So just whatever you have to do to adjust it, you can push that in a little bit, and there you have your basic flower. So after that, we need the stem. So same thing, we're going to open up the paper clip. We're just going to do a little curve here. So we're just going to do a little curve on the end. Okay, and take this and put it through those 2 holes here of the flower. So just put it through one, and the other just goes through there. And you can actually, for this, bend it out a bit more so this loop is more centered, and then we're just going to push it right through there, and then keep these edges like pushed together like as much as you can. Just keep them really like firm, and then take this and bend it down. So hold it firmly and bend that down at an angle so it's holding it together. It's got the little loop in there, and then we can form our leaves. So at whatever position you want to do the leaves, just bend this up and then bend that one down here. You can make them big or small, whatever you like. They don't have to be the same size either. And then at the same level or further down, you could do another one, and I'm going to bend this to the back. So one I bent to the front, one to the back, and then we're just going to bend it down like that. So that is our first flower. So we're going to open this up, and I'm going to do the same thing. Just bend this right in the center, and then take this, bring it up one side, and the same one here. Take that, bring it up to that side. So we have the starting point of the tulip, and then take that, bend it straight down. You could use your flat pliers if you want to. Bring this one, take it straight down. And then this one I'm going to try like I did the other flower and just do some little loops. So let's just take this and form a loop, and then we can just pull that a little bit to make it a little bit smaller and give it a cut. And just careful it doesn't fly. And then pinch that, and then this side. So we'll bring this one around here like we did that side, And the same thing, we're going to do like a little bit of a loop thing. So it's a little bit hard because the wire is definitely getting like a little damaged, but that's the trouble when you use the paper clips. They're not very long, so you don't have a lot to like grasp onto. But once the whole thing's done, we're probably not even going to notice. So that one got a little more damaged, so I'll put that one underneath. We'll push that one underneath, and so that is looking like a tulip. And then we're going to take this one and see what we can do to hold it together with the green wires. So open it up, and I'm going to just stick it through there, stick it through the 2 holes, and then decide how we want to attach it. So if I just take it here, I'm going to bring this one, I'm going to leave like maybe 1/2 inch to 1 inch there, bend this one down, and then also bend this one down. Okay, so we've just looped it around, and then I'm going to actually bend this one to the front a little bit. Okay, and so we're just going to bring this one here, and then I'm going to bend this one up, and that seems to hold pretty well in place. And I'm going to just center that, bring that down, and then this little end we can actually clip it. So I'm going to clip that end here. You could have bent it to the back as well. So we just clip that end off. And then this one, we're just going to have to squish it so it's actually going to hold in place. So just take that, give it a little squish so it'll hold in place. It wiggles a little bit, but for our purposes, it's all right. And then what I'm going to do is just do our leaves. So I'm just going to make them small so I can do 2. That one there, and then one here. Bend it to the front, and then just bend that one down with the pliers or by hand. So then we have our other tulip. So for the rose, I opened up a pink paper clip, and I'm going to do the same where I start like with the little loop in the middle. So I'm just going to take this, hold it in the pliers, and I'm just going to kind of wind it around. But what I want to do is I want to like kind of bend these back and forth a little bit. I'm going to give them a little bit of a shape before we even start the wind. So just like back and forth and back and forth, and that way there it's already got a little bit of a rippled kind of effect on it. And so now we're going to take this one here and just wind it around. So let's hold the middle with the pliers and bring it around, and it's going to start to form a kind of a rose thing. And we already have like sort of the shapes of the petals, and let's just do this all the way to the end. So I'm just going to bring that one out, and then that one is going to end up being like that way and then in that way. So just play around with it until you like the look of it, and then the little end, extra end, just flip it underneath so you can barely even see it. And then we're going to take another green one that I did a little loop on. We'll just close up that loop a little bit and stick that one in the rose here, and then it just looks like a cute little rose. But we're going to have to figure out a way to hold it in place. So what I'm going to do here is just take this and make a loop underneath so you won't even really see it. So we're just going to do a little loop underneath and just tuck it right up there so it holds it in place. You can pinch it in if you want to a little bit. So that's basically just to hold the flower up so it doesn't fall down, and it's going to be hidden a little bit. And then from there you can do some leaves as well. So maybe I'll do them a little higher up this time, that way, and then one that way, and there you have your little rose. It's super cute. You can adjust it if you want. You can like push these in a little bit more if you want, and there we have our cute little rose. And then to make the bouquet a little more fancy, you can just take some of the green pipe cleaners and just towards the end do like a little kind of like loopy thing. So we're just going to make little kind of spindly things. Just hold this in place and bring this all the way up to the top here. And then either you could twist the end with your round pliers, or you could just go ahead and clip. It might be easier, then you won't have to worry about it getting damaged. So then we have to like wiggle this one out of there, and this is going to go down, and just to make it a little more decorative. So we've done these two little spindly things, and then we could take one of each flower here and just form a kind of bouquet. So just arrange them how you like. We're just going to bring them in here. I'm going to put this one to the back. So I thought about attaching them with tape, but I'm going to use a contrasting paper clip, and it's going to look more like a ribbon type of thing. So we're just going to bend that around a couple of times like that, just around to the front here. And you could kind of make it into a bow type of thing if you like, or not, whatever you like. And if it twists around too much, you can always add a bit of glue or something. So we're just going to bring this one around, okay, around like that, and then just bring that one down here. And then this one too, we could just bring it around and around, bring it in, and just bend it around like that, and bend it out so it looks like a little bit like a kind of a bow thing. Make this a little bigger if you have to. Just kind of adjust it how you can out like that. And then I'm just going to push it up a little more. We can do some final adjusting after. I'll just cut the end, and then from here we're just going to adjust it into the position that you like. Just going to bring that one around and that one around there so they're nicely placed. And there you have your cute little bouquet of flowers with a little ribbon. So if you just want to make a flower earring, just take the small paper clip and just form it the same way we did the first one. Try not to make it too big. You don't want to run out of wire, and make 5 petals so it'll be nice and balanced. So we're going to go back and forth and do all 5 petals, and then we have to do the little loop inside. So we're going to bring this one back and bring this one back in here, and then to form the loop we're just going to bring it inside here. Now if you have a little bit of extra, you can clip it off. We're just going to close the loop a little bit, and you might end up just not having any extra bit. The ideal is to have like the perfect amount, but better to have a little extra that you can clip off than not enough. And so we're going to bring this one around to the back, and this one, and so just close up. If that wasn't enough in the center, just make your petal a little bit bigger to keep it a little more balanced, and just bring this around so to close the flower a little bit like that. And if your ends aren't flat, just go in there, but try not to pinch the plastic too much. Then we're going to take a contrasting color and just very gently form the loop around here and to the side. Try not to pinch where the top of the round part will be, because it'll get damaged. And then put it through both of these holes here. Bring it right in. And then what you want to do is actually pull this up. So pull it tight and push it straight up. Okay, straight up here. To avoid damaging the paper clip too much, just put another piece of paper clip behind where you want to make the bend, and then just bend this around here rather than doing it with your pliers. So form your loop, remove that, cut it flush, and then just pinch that one in. And then you do want it somewhat centered, so very gently go in with your pliers and just give it a little flick of the wrist. And then we're going to take our earring hook and put it on there, and because I did the loop perpendicular to the piece, we just have to give the hook a little half twist there And there you have some funky little flower earrings. So here you have the finished pieces, a little bouquet of flowers, our simple earrings, and then with the leftover flowers I made some flower earrings with the stems. So thanks so much for watching the video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more wire art and jewelry making videos. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live and when I post new videos. And if you'd like to share photos of your wire art and wire jewelry, be sure to join the Wire Makers Club on Facebook. I'll link it up below. And if you'd like to check out my work on Etsy, my husband and I specialize in custom wire wedding cake toppers and funky jewelry. I also have a mailing list, so if you want to sign up below, I'll send you my free Wire Art Essentials ebook. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you the next time.